Please note, this is an original Jamaican fusion recipe inspired by the culinary style and philosophy of the featured chef. It is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or an official recipe from the chef or their restaurant.
Oxtail is already one of Jamaica's greatest comfort foods.
Gnocchi is one of Italy's most comforting creations. So today, we're bringing those two traditions together in one bowl.
Yes, family, give thanks to another great rise and welcome back to the channel. So today we are starting a new series, and this is going to be about Michelin chefs. I'm not taking them on, I'm giving an ode to them. But what we're going to do, we're going to make it Jamaican style. So basically what we're doing, we're taking the top Michelin chefs, we're getting some of their best dishes, and we're going to yard it up. So today we're making a jerk oxtail gnocchi. So this dish is inspired by Massimo Bottura's approach to Italian tradition, storytelling, reinvention, and transforming familiar comfort food into something unexpected. The idea is that food should tell a story, and this story begins in Jamaica, travels to Italy, then comes back home with something completely new. So let's get to cooking. So we got our veggies cut up, so we're going to work on the oxtail. We're going to start out with some olive oil. It's my binding agent. Then we're going to add some meat seasoning. Not a lot, just a little bit. Next we're going to add some jerk seasoning. Just a little toops, so we can get a nice little flavor upon the oxtail, yeah? Next we're gonna add some smoked paprika. You know I love my smoked paprika already, you know. Yeah, man. And some browning. Top it off. Get that nice rich color. We love power oxtail. Add some natural seasoning, some thyme, some scallion, yeah, a little bit of onion, yes, no man, some garlic, then we just mix it in, yeah, massage it in, you know what already. Good to go. So now we got the oxtail nice and seasoned up. So we're gonna let this marinate overnight and be ready to go on the grill tomorrow. So we will see you tomorrow. So welcome back to day 2. As you can see, we have the oxtail nice and marinated overnight. And you know we don't do nothing normal over here. So instead of braise them right now, what we're going to do, we're going to put them on the grill. We'll get them grilled up a little bit so we can get some smoke on them. All right. And basically I put this in this mesh pan so I don't have to move them around on the grill, but they still get the same result. So as you can see, I got the grill fired up. I got my heat on one side. I'm just going to put them on right here so you can get that nice smoky flavor. In the meantime, for my gnocchi, I'm going to put my potatoes on the grill so we can get them nice and cooked up, because we're going to work on the gnocchi next. And we're making this from scratch. I won't be using all the potatoes, but some of it. So we're going to shut that down, let this do its thing. I'm going to check in occasionally, flip them. And once they get the sear that I need on them and the smoke flavor, I'm going to take them off. And then we're going to cook them down. All right, so we'll check in shortly. All right, let's check in on the oxtail, see how it's doing. Good to go. So we're just going to turn them so we get that nice little sear on both sides of them. What we're going to do, we're just going to put them on this side to get a nice quick sear on them. We're going to move this over. Now we got to monitor this, all right? Now that I'm getting the sear on it, we got to monitor it, make sure it doesn't burn. Just the sear, that's it. So has anybody ever done a smoked oxtail before, is my question. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done a smoked oxtail before. Generally, it's seared in a pan, you know, in the crock pot, and they will cook it down. But this time, as I said, we're not doing nothing normal, so we're going to smoke it. And that smoke is going to be that good, delicious flavor that we need to kick it up a notch. Alright, good to go. So right now, as you can see, nice little sear on this side. All we're going to do is just going to flip it. So once we get the sear, we're going to flip it to the other side. And you see that smoke. See that good smoke flavor coming off of it, right? Yeah, man, that's how we want it. Alright, so right now, we're just going to lock it down. Come back and check in on it, make sure it no burn. And then switch this to that side. Alright, so as you can see, we got the oxtail off of the grill. We got the smoke that we want on them. We got the sear that we want on them. So now we're going to finish up the cook. So we're just going to pour some olive oil in our pot. Let that heat up. So now we got our pot nice and hot. So we're going to start adding our seasoning. So we got some scallion, some thyme, some onion. And this is a big pot of oxtail. So we're going to use everything in here. Next, we're going to add our garlic and our Scotch bonnet pepper. Mix that in. And we're going to add our sweet peppers, or bell peppers as they call them here in the US. So next we're going to add some pepper, some black pepper. Some kosher salt. And some paprika. Now we're going to add our oxtail. We're going to mix that in with the seasoning. And then last but not least, we're going to add in our broth that we saved from our seasoning. We're going to cover this down and let it braise until it's tender. Then we're going to take it off. We're going to put it inside of the oven and let it finish cook down. Alright, so next we're going to work on the gnocchi. Alright, so let's work on the gnocchi. We're going to make one batch from scratch and then we're going to finish up the rest of them. So as you can see, our potatoes are fully cooked. And we're gonna get our spoon. We're gonna scoop this out. Drop it in our ricer. Then we're going to get it into the bowl. And that's perfect. That's how we want it to be. And that will get us to where we need to be for the first batch. Like I said, I'm gonna be making multiple batches of this. And you guys know I love my gadgets. So our potatoes are ready. So now we're just gonna add one egg yolk. We'll add a pinch of salt. A little bit, a pinch of nutmeg. And then we're gonna add our flour. This is almost like making dumpling. So we're gonna add the flour a little bit at a time because we don't want it too tough. Because if you make it too tough, then the dough will be too hard. So we're gonna add our dough. We got 2.5 cups of flour. And the one thing we know for doing, we know for roll flour. We know how to roll some dough. Yeah, man. Jamaican style. Alright. So we got our dough ready for our gnocchi. So now we're gonna roll it out. Put this to the side. Get my rolling board right here. We're gonna flour it up. So then we're gonna roll off one piece. In the dough. We're going to roll it. Okay. So this is kind of even the way we want it. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to cut it. So now we got them nice and even, got them nice and cut. I got my gnocchi board right here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of flour on our gnocchi board. I'm gonna get my little pan over here. And then we're gonna roll them. So this is my Italian, basically my Italian style coming out, and this is what gnocchi is supposed to look like. Look at that, beautiful. You see that? We're going to drop them over here. So we're going to drop them on the thing. We're going to roll them just like that. We're going to get, that's our first batch. Because I want to get that nice little designs on them. Tell me how I'm doing. And my Italian family that's in the building, let me know how I'm doing. Italian bushcraft, bless up yourself. I know I'm impressing you right now, huh? You know I had these kind of skills, huh? So we gonna roll them. And as I said, when you go to a Michelin restaurant, this is the kind of work. This is why you pay so much for this stuff, my people. Because you think in a Michelin restaurant, they put in all this work to make sure your food is looking good and tasting good. All right, so there's our gnocchis, good to go. I'm gonna work on the full batch. As you can see, I got a whole lot to do, so we're gonna work on that, and then we will get them ready to get cooked up. All right, so we'll see you shortly. All right, so I've completed my batch, and I'm gonna put them in the fridge, let them set for a little bit. And then I'm gonna take them and put them in the water, hot water, so we can get them to cook it. My gnocchi has been in the fridge for about an hour. Yeah, this was a lot of work. Yeah, but we got them done. So now we're gonna cook them. All right, we're gonna cook them in batches. So first, I got my water on medium heat boil right now. Just gonna add a little bit of olive oil so they don't stick. I'm gonna add just a pinch of sea salt. That's a pinch. It's a Jamaican pinch. So stirring that salt in the water. Now we're gonna add our gnocchi, and we're gonna add them in batches. So basically, they're gonna cook for a few minutes. Once they start floating, we're gonna take them out. And they should be good to go. So I'm gonna cook about half of them. So we're gonna let them boil. Once they start floating, we're gonna take them out. We're gonna rest them back in the pan. And we're gonna do the second batch. And then we're gonna do the other part of the cook. All right, so like I said, once they're floating, cook them for 1 additional minute. So now we can take them off. And rather than putting them in a bowl, we're going to put them back on the pan because we don't want them to stick together. And we're going to put in our second batch. Good to go. So we'll let these cook down. Then we're going to work on the last part of the gnocchi cooking. And we got one more special thing we're going to add to the pot. So while the gnocchi is cooking, I'm going to work on the third part of my dish, which is my callaloo balls. I know I'm going to get hell for this one. So right now I got some callaloo already. This is the canned callaloo because I couldn't find the fresh one. But anyway, we're going to make it ours. So I'm going to put 1 egg. I'm going to put some secret seasoning. Some smoked paprika. And a little bit of flour. A little dusting of flour. Just to hold it together. There we go. Mix it up. We don't want to lose the color, but we also want to have something that can bind it together before we fry it up. Told you this was going to be special, right? Don't tell me no one has ever done this before. All right, good to go. So we're going to let this sit in the fridge, cool off. And right before we put them in the oil, we're going to make our little nuggets, is what I'm going to call them. I already messed up, but I'm going to call them little nuggets. Little callaloo nuggets is what they're called. Okay? So fire for that. All right. So we'll get the oil heated up, and then we go fry these up, and then we'll take care of the gnocchi. So now we got the gnocchi cooked. Now we're going to do our last little sear on them. So I got my olive oil nice and hot. And we're just going to drop them in the pot. Gonna add a little bit of smoked paprika on top of them. Just for a little kick. Alright, first batch is done. And there we go. So we're going to finish up the rest of this, and then we'll finish up with the last part of the dish. For the last part of our dish, we're going to make our, what do we call them, Ned? Callaloo nuggets. Alright. Callaloo nuggets, people. I misspoke earlier. Some are bigger than some, but it's all good. It's not the size of the nugget.
You dig it.
It's the motion of the ocean. All right. It's all about having fun over here, my people. Look, I'm impressing Lynn over here right now. She's like, I can't believe you made those. She's not easily impressed. I'm just letting you know. guys have ever seen anybody do this before, let me know. I'll go check them out. See how they did it. Alright, so we're going to finish frying up our callaloo nuggets. And then we're going to plate this thing up. So we'll see you shortly. All right, family. What time is it?
Sample time.
Sample time. So, this is what we got here. We got the oxtail with the gnocchi and my callaloo nuggets. So, Lynn, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready for this? I'm ready. Let's go. Get after it. Ooh.
Try some of this butter. It's really good. Got a little bit of crunch to it. And you made it.
She's all up in the oxtail. Ooh.
It's all about sampling time. Oh yeah. It's sampling time.
Going in. Save me some.
Okay.
It's all about sampling time. Mama
It's good.
Let's try the callaloo nuggets. Let's try the callaloo nuggets. You guys know she don't like vegetables, so.
One little taste and my cover blown. Winston dancing, spoon in the air. Say chef of the
What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah? Okay. If Lynn says it's good, it's
Deep
good.
fried.
You can take that. You can take the time off. You know, that's just for decoration.
Oh yeah.
Now the question is, if you went to a high-end Michelin-style restaurant, would you order this?
Yeah.
Because that's probably in their restaurant. That's gonna be like a $1,000 plate right there. Yeah.
It's really good.
So did I make the Michelin chef proud? Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to taste it and give my opinion on it. So,
A1.
A1. She
Those
says.
turned out really good.
All right. Here you go. So I'll come over here and try it now. You know. So let's rotate. My turn. Whew. I was hoping Lynn was going to save me some of this food. And in true Michelin style, we got the golden fork. Because if you're going to pay this much for food, you need to have a golden fork, right? So, anyway, I'm going to start with the callaloo nuggets. Yes, sir. We got a little bit of oxtail gravy. All right. Because we're at a fancy restaurant, we gotta be as fancy as we can. That gnocchi, I'll tell you what, that crunch on the outside, and it's nice and soft on the inside. We could put some oxtail People, I'm gonna show you how tender this oxtail is. Look at that. Comes right off the bone. That's how tender that oxtail is. And then it has the smoky flavor from the grill, the gristle. Oh my good night. This is really good. And the Scotch bonnet, it's not overwhelming, just a nice little hint of pepper at the background. Look, you see me with a Torture Boss t-shirt. I'm torturing myself right now. This is so good. This is so good. So I gotta ask the question: how much would you pay for a dish like this? Leave it in the comments. All right? Because the thing about Michelin chefs is that they're very good. They're very creative at what they do, and that's why their meals cost so much. But we add it up. We make it Jamaican style, and hopefully them want to test me. No, I'm not issuing no challenge or nothing like that. I'm just saying I made it Jamaican style. So Massimo Wattura, I hope I did this dish justice. If you see it, challenge me. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not at that level yet. I just do fusion cooking. That's all I do. I try to make everything Jamaican style, and this was very delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and what we're gonna do then?
Mash up the food.
Mash up the food. We're gonna mash up the food. All right. So for my new subscribers that have joined this channel, if you're not Jamaican, mash up the food just means that we're gonna just finish it. All right. Eat up the rest of the food. So this is just the first video of our Michelin series. All right. So where should we go next? Which Michelin chef should we test out next? Who knows what's gonna be next, but I already got a plan. But tell me what you think in the comments on which Michelin chef we should go after next, or pay an ode to, because like I said, we're not trying to upstage them. We're just trying to compliment the dishes that they make and make them Jamaican style. So until next time, they're gonna deal with what we deal with. I wanna know what we do it already. All right, so food for now. See there, oxtail, nice and delicious. Look, right up, right off of the bone. Sooner or later. If you can't get the marrow out of the bone, it's not nice. We gone.